Hey there, if you've been feeling a little off lately, maybe that pesky afternoon fatigue, some puffy eyes that make you look like you've been binge watching your favorite series all night, or a backache that seems to scream, "I've had enough of this sitting business," you might want to pay attention. Your kidneys are sending you some subtle, and not so subtle, warning signals that many of us tend to overlook. But here's the good news. It doesn't take a miracle pill or a top secret procedure to give your kidneys the love they need. Researchers at the University of Wollongong have found 5 simple morning habits that can actually lower your creatinine levels by 0.43 milligrams per deciliter in just 12 weeks. Yes, you read that right. No expensive supplements or complex medical jargon here, just easy-to-follow routines that take less than half an hour and could save your kidneys from permanent damage. So grab your favorite mug, the one that makes you feel like a morning superstar, and let's dive into these 5 transformative morning habits. The first habit is so simple it might make you chuckle. It's all about hydration. Yes, you heard me right. Hydrating first thing in the morning can help your kidneys flush out toxins while you're still lounging in your pajamas. So let's get started on this journey towards healthier kidneys and a happier you. Because who doesn't want that, right? Habit number 1. Morning hydration. Drinking water. All right, folks, let's kick off our day with the simplest, yet most powerful habit, hydration. Now, I'm not talking about diving straight into a cup of coffee or gulping down orange juice. Nope. I'm talking about the pure, unadulterated goodness of room temperature water. So here's the deal. Within 15 minutes of waking up, grab yourself 8 to 16 ounces of water and let it be the first thing to touch your lips. Just you, your water, and a moment of peace. There's a fancy study from the University of Wollongong that looked at over 2,000 people, and guess what? They found that this little hydration habit can lower creatinine levels by an average of 0.43 milligrams per deciliter in just 12 weeks. Now that's a number worth raising a glass to. You see, your kidneys are like those hardworking baristas in a coffee shop, always on the grind, filtering your blood, removing waste, and keeping everything running smoothly. But during those 8 hours of beauty sleep, your body gets a bit parched, and your blood turns into a thick smoothie instead of a nice, refreshing drink. When you wake up feeling like a dried-out sponge, your kidneys struggle to push that thick concoction through tiny tubes. But here comes the superhero of hydration. That morning water acts like a flush valve, thinning your blood and giving your kidneys the hydration they've been craving. And trust me, room temperature water is where it's at. Cold water is like a shock to your system, and hot water? Well, it needs to cool down first. Room temperature water is like a friendly hug for your internal organs, getting absorbed right away and making those kidneys start producing cleaner, clearer urine almost instantly. As circulation improves, your blood pressure takes a little dip, and your brain gets a nice little kick of clarity. So before we dive deeper into all this kidney goodness, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you tuning in from, and what kidney concerns are on your mind? If you're on a mission to protect your kidneys naturally, hit that subscribe button to join our little community. And don't forget to ring the notification bell. And hey, if you find this info helpful, drop a good in the comments. Or more, if you think I could do better. I'm all ears. Now, the beauty of morning hydration is that it sets the stage for our next habit, which is all about getting your body moving in a way that most folks get a bit tangled up about. So let's flow right into habit number 2, gentle movement and yoga. All right, folks, let's talk about something that might just save your kidneys from feeling like they've been partying all night long. Gentle movement and yoga. Picture this. You've been lying flat for 8 hours, and your kidneys are just sitting there, cozy and snuggled up in your back, practically waving their little flags for some fresh blood circulation. They're like 2 sponges that need a gentle squeeze to get the juices flowing again. Now, gravity isn't exactly doing them any favors while you're snoozing away. Without a little morning pep, your kidneys might feel a bit sluggish, almost like they've hit the snooze button on life. But here's where gentle movement comes in. Think of it as a little pump for those vital organs. Just 10 to 30 minutes of slow, controlled stretches can work wonders. A big study looked at 78 different pieces of research and found that folks who get their bodies moving regularly enjoy an 18% lower risk of developing chronic kidney disease. That's like saying 1 in 5 people could dodge a kidney bullet just by shaking a leg now and then. Now let's get into some specific moves. The cat-cow stretch is a real gem for your kidneys. Start on your hands and knees. Arch your back up like a cranky cat. Then let it dip down like a happy cow. This gentle spinal movement is like a massage for your kidneys, encouraging that much-needed blood flow. You might just feel the stiffness melting away. Next up, we have the seated spinal twist. Sit cross-legged, place your right hand behind you, and twist your torso to the right. Hold it for 30 seconds, then switch sides. This little twist is like wringing out a dish towel. It gets rid of stagnant blood and replaces it with fresh, oxygen-rich goodness. Your kidneys will thank you, and you might notice your blood pressure dropping as circulation improves. Those filtering units, the nephrons, will start working like a well-oiled machine, moving waste toward your bladder for elimination. And let's be clear, you don't need to break a sweat or feel sore the next day. This isn't about pumping iron or dropping pounds. It's about waking up your kidneys and giving them a little love so they can keep doing their all-important work for decades. Think of it as a gentle morning massage for the organs that work tirelessly to keep you alive. Your kidneys never really get a day off, so this movement routine is like their daily spa treatment. But hang on, because while moving your body is key, your kidneys also need some specific nutrients in the morning to really shine. And trust me, the timing of when you eat those nutrients is more important than most folks realize. This brings us to habit number 3, kidney-friendly breakfast. All right, friends, let's chat about breakfast, the most important meal of the day. Or at least that's what they tell us. But really, it's all about what you put on your plate within that magical 60 minutes after waking up. You see, the choices you make can either send your kidneys into a tailspin or help them recharge their batteries after a long night of filtering out yesterday's mischief. Now, I know how easy it is to grab whatever's handy, a bagel with cream cheese, sugary cereal, or a muffin that's more like a cupcake in disguise. But let's face it, those quick fixes spike your blood sugar like a rodeo bull and leave your poor kidneys working overtime to clean up the mess. A groundbreaking study from the Karolinska Institute followed over 2.7 million people and found that those who made smarter food choices had 21 to 22% lower odds of developing chronic kidney disease. It's not about eating less, my friends. It's about eating smarter. Your kidneys are like little superheroes, and they need antioxidants to battle that overnight oxidative stress. So let's roll out the red carpet for blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries. Those little gems are packed with anthocyanins that act like tiny bodyguards for your kidney cells. Just half a cup of mixed berries can give you more protective goodness than a whole veggie buffet, and they help keep your blood sugar steady. And let's not forget about egg whites. They're like your kidneys, best buddy when it comes to protein. While whole eggs can throw a phosphorus party that stressed kidneys don't appreciate, egg whites offer clean, high-quality protein without overwhelming your filtering system. And here's a little nugget of wisdom about potassium. While bananas are often lauded as health heroes, they can be a bit too much for already compromised kidneys. Instead, think apples, watermelon, and grapes for natural sweetness without the added strain. Now sodium, oh boy, that sneaky little rascal. That innocent-looking whole-grain toast might be hiding 200 milligrams of sodium. Aim for a breakfast that doesn't exceed 300 milligrams of sodium total, which means reading labels like a detective on a mission and reaching for fresh, unprocessed foods whenever possible. Processed breakfast foods? They can trigger inflammation that makes your kidneys work harder than a cowboy at a rodeo. Instead, load up on fresh foods like spinach and avocado that are packed with natural anti-inflammatory compounds to help your kidneys heal while they work. So think colorful but simple on your breakfast plate. Maybe some scrambled egg whites with fresh berries and a slice of truly low-sodium whole-grain bread. Or Greek yogurt topped with blueberries and a sprinkle of chia seeds. These combos will give you steady energy without stressing your kidneys. The beauty of feeding your kidneys, right? You'll notice your energy levels stabilizing throughout the day. No more afternoon crashes or brain fog. Your body will stop fighting inflammation and start focusing on healing. But remember, even the perfect breakfast can't shield your kidneys from the stress that many of us grapple with daily. And let's be real, that stress cycle often kicks off the moment your alarm goes off and your brain starts racing through everything you need to tackle today. So how do we combat this? Habit number 4. Stress relief breathing. Well, let me introduce you to your secret weapon against the sneaky, invisible kidney damage that stress can create every morning. Stress relief breathing. Let's take a deep breath together and dive into that next habit. Now let's talk about something we all need more of in our rush mornings. Stress relief breathing. You know that frantic sprint from bed to coffee to car? Well, during that mad dash, Our poor kidneys are often drowning in a tidal wave of stress hormones. Yep, that sympathetic nervous system of ours kicks into high gear, flooding our bloodstream with cortisol and adrenaline like it's preparing for an Olympic event. These hormones constrict the tiny blood vessels in our kidneys, reducing blood flow by up to 30%. It's like trying to filter your morning coffee with a clogged filter. Not exactly ideal for our hardworking kidneys. But here's the good news. Multiple studies have shown that folks who dedicate just 5 to 10 minutes each morning to diaphragmatic breathing can see significant improvements in blood pressure and kidney function markers within just 6 weeks. That's right. This technique works like magic because breathing helps regulate your vagus nerve, the maestro of your entire nervous system. When you breathe slowly and deeply, you switch from stress mode to healing mode, allowing those kidney blood vessels to relax and open up so they can do their job of filtration without feeling like they're in a chokehold. So here's a simple protocol to get you started. Find a comfy spot, plant your feet flat on the floor, and place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Now, breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Make sure only your belly hand rises. Let that chest stay as still as a cowboy at a silent auction. Hold that breath for 4 counts, then exhale through your mouth for 6 counts, letting your belly fall like a deflating balloon. This diaphragmatic breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, whispering sweet nothings to your kidneys to relax and do their thing. You might just feel that tension melting away from your back, where your kidneys reside. The beauty of this practice is how it transforms your entire morning. Your mind clears up, your energy steadies, and your kidneys get the circulation they need instead of wrestling with stress hormones that make everything feel like an uphill rodeo. If you're finding this information helpful and believe others deserve to know how simple breathing can protect their kidneys, please hit that thumbs up button. Your like might just help someone out there who's watching their kidney function decline without knowing these easy solutions exist. And here's the kicker. After just 1 week of morning breathing, you'll notice your body feels different when stress hits during the day. Your kidneys become more resilient, like a seasoned cowboy who's weathered a few storms, instead of being vulnerable to every little stressful moment. But hold on to your hats, because there's one more habit that might surprise you. It's not just about what your kidneys need in the morning, it's also about what they don't need. Let's saddle up and ride on into habit number 5. Avoiding caffeine. Habit number 5. Ditching the caffeine kick. Alright folks, let's have a little heart-to-heart about that morning ritual we all know and love. Coffee. Now I get it. The aroma wafting through the house can make you feel like a superhero, ready to conquer the day. But here's the kicker. What if I told you that your trusty cup o' joe could be putting your kidneys in a bit of a pickle? You see, when the sun peeks over the horizon and you're reaching for that steaming mug, your kidneys are already working overtime, clearing out all the lovely waste your body produced while you were dreaming of riding unicorns or whatever else you fancy. Caffeine, while it may seem like your best buddy, actually acts like a diuretic. That means it's pulling precious water out of your system right when your kidneys need it most. It's like asking a kid to do their homework while you crank up the blender for a smoothie. Chaotic, to say the least. Plus, caffeine gives your cardiovascular system a little jolt, which can spike your blood pressure and make your kidneys feel like they're on a roller coaster ride. And let's be real, those filtering organs deserve a gentle waltz, not a wild thrill ride. Not to mention, coffee can irritate your digestive system and pump up your cortisol levels. Remember the stress hormones that can wreak havoc on your kidneys? Well, drinking that morning cup can recreate the same kind of stress response you've been trying to tame with your breathing exercises. So instead of that morning coffee rush, how about we introduce your kidneys to some new friends? Enter herbal teas, the cozy companions your kidneys didn't know they needed. Nettle tea, for example, is like a gentle hug for your kidneys, helping reduce inflammation and supporting kidney health. And let's not forget about dandelion root tea, which acts like a friendly nudge to help your kidneys flush out toxins without the caffeine chaos. The earthy taste of nettle tea is like a walk in a serene garden, while dandelion root offers a slightly bitter yet energizing sip that won't leave you crashing like a poorly made souffle. Now don't go cold turkey on caffeine overnight. Gradually swap out 1 cup of coffee for herbal tea this week, and then try 2 cups next week. Your kidneys will be throwing a little dance party in gratitude as they transition from battling dehydration to enjoying a soothing, supportive environment. Sure, you might feel a tad sleepy at first, kind of like a bear waking up from hibernation, but hang tight. Your natural energy will bounce back, and your kidneys can get back to their real job, filtering out the not-so-fun stuff instead of processing unneeded chemicals. Now that you're clued in on all 5 morning habits, you might be wondering how to weave them into your busy life. Let's face it, real life isn't a perfectly choreographed morning routine. It's more like a 3-ring circus. So let's start simple. In the first week, focus on just one habit: morning hydration. It's easy peasy and takes just 2 minutes. Drink that room temperature water before your feet even hit the floor. No yoga or breathing techniques required. Just good old-fashioned hydration. In week 2, we'll add a sprinkle of gentle movement. Spend 5 minutes doing some simple stretches while your herbal tea steeps or your breakfast cooks. Cat-cow pose takes about 30 seconds, and a seated spinal twist takes another 30. Remember, you're not training for the Olympics, you're just waking up those kidneys. By week 3, it's time to swap out one processed breakfast item with something kidney-friendly. Ditch that sugary cereal for a bowl of berries and Greek yogurt. Trade white toast for low-sodium whole-grain bread. Small changes can snowball into big victories. Week 4 introduces diaphragm breathing. Just 5 minutes while you wait for your tea to steep. Your nervous system will start to learn a new way to respond to morning stress, instead of the usual panic rush that most people accept as the norm. And for the grand finale, the caffeine reduction will happen gradually over weeks 5 through 8. You've got this! So let's raise a cup of herbal tea, not coffee, to our kidneys and start this journey to better health together, one warm sip at a time. Hey there, friend. You know what? Your kidneys are calling for a little TLC, and guess what? You've got just the right tools to answer that call. If you know someone who's been worrying about their kidney function, do them a solid and share this video with them. Your simple act of sharing might just be the golden nugget they need to protect their kidney health before they find themselves in deep water, and not the good kind. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for Heal You. We've got a treasure chest full of natural health tips that actually work. No magic potions here, just good OL, common sense. And ring that notification bell like it's a dinner bell at a cowboy cookout, so you never miss a chance to pick up strategies that could really change your well-being. Now let's talk about tomorrow morning. Picture it. You start your day with a refreshing sip of healing water. Your kidneys have been hard at work keeping you alive, even when you might not have known how to give them a hand. But now you're equipped to help them thrive. So go ahead and take that first step. Your future self will be tipping its hat to you for the wise choices you're making today. I can't wait to see you in the next video, where we'll dive into even more ways to naturally heal your body. Until then, take care and remember, every little step counts.